Hi friends, welcome to Nessa's Nook. Today I am going to attempt to make my first batch of homemade sour cream. The other day I had posted a video asking people if they want to join my collab of a nostalgic dinner or a nostalgic treat. Well, Natasha said, yes, I do. So I met her this way. So far, she has been absolutely wonderful. She's got a page and it's called The Budget Preppers. She also has a second page where it's Ollie, her little monkey. It's kind of really super cute. So she had on her page where she had made her own sour cream. Now, later in this video, you might hear me say yogurt, yogurt, yogurt. I do mean sour cream, sour cream, sour cream. So anyways, I don't really know how to edit out that far and that good and stuff like this, and I had to remake the beginning of this because I called her Natasha, or Natalie. So her name is actually Natasha. She's very nice. Like I said, she made my little thumbprint for me. She's been really wonderful so far. We've done a lot of chatting outside of YouTube, and it's really nice to meet really some really great people. Now, she said this homemade sour cream can last up to 2 months in the refrigerator. I don't see it really lasting that long in our house because we go through a lot of sour cream, but I'm hopeful this will actually work very well. So stay tuned and you'll see how this is started. From a budgets prepper, had actually contacted me about getting into the collab, and she's the one who made my new thumbnail for my thing, so I think it's really pretty. I'm very happy to have someone like that that's been in my life for just a short time and has been really wonderful. So meanwhile, on one of her videos that she posted, and I'll tag her page down below, that she had made her own homemade sour cream. Well, I mean, sour cream is not super expensive. I mean, it's expensive in its own right and stuff, and I get that. However, I always usually have, and I'll be doing this in different ways, by the way, to find out. Now, I use this type of yogurt, okay? This is going to be a little bit of a long story here, but I have my freeze dryer, okay? And I have actually freeze dried this in the trays, and then I just wad it up into like the powder, not all the way fine powder, but just crumble it. And I add that to my milk to do my homemade yogurts, okay? Now, I don't know for sure, because I'm going to try that in a different container, because I have some homemade yogurt, and I'll just mark the X and see if that's something that would work or not. But she told me to let her know, so once I find out, I'll let her know. So I'll bring you down here. And this is very, very, very simple. I'm going to do these in pint jars because I'm going to put this in my Instapot where she uses her Excalibur. And I didn't realize, I feel so stupid, my Excalibur all this time has had a yogurt function, and I had no clue. So about a quarter of a cup of yogurt in each jar, okay? Now, she says on her video, which, you know, for me, being the person I am, I'm lazy like that, that going forth, I would probably do it that way off camera and just kind of like plunk some in the jars like I would the yogurt for the starters. I gave my lemon juice, which is optional, a little shake, and you're going to do a half a teaspoon of lemon juice. I guess she says it just helps make it that much of a little bit better taste. Now, I've seen other channels actually make this with heavy whipping cream, but I mean, the heavy whipping cream has gotten so expensive. So she says that she makes hers just with the half and half. Now, she made hers half and half with the Aldi half and half. Hold on, I can't get this open. My husband's going to get that open for me. Meanwhile, I'll clean off the top of that jar. I should have probably had that pre-opened before I started this video. He's just stronger than me sometimes, right? So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in up to probably the 1-inch headspace. Hopefully I can get the 3 out because I'd really like to try to see whether or not my homemade yogurt, like I said, this is not quite a container. This is probably about half a pint left. So what you do is you put your lid and ring on, lid and ring on. And you're just going to go ahead and shake this for about 30 seconds to a minute to get this all shook up. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could use a whisk if you didn't want to shake it. Shaking one at a time is a lot easier. And no, I'm still seeing a little bit of, just try to make sure this is actually just shook as well as it probably could be. And then what I'm going to do is I have the 6-quart Instapot that this is going to go into. And I'll put you on pause and I'll bring you over there. And she told me to let you guys know how that works. So hold on, I'll be right back. And okay, I have this container that is actually 12 ounces, so it's kind of like in between the 8 ounce and the, oh, that's just about right. And let me put just a little bit less lemon juice in this one, because over there in the Instapot, I'm going to need something a little bit taller because of those fatter, squattier containers. Now this is actually my own homemade yogurt in this one. So we will see once this actually sets for those, I'd probably say at least a minimum of 12 hours. We do the yogurt in a minimum of an 8-hour setting. So I guess it would totally be up to you. All right, well, let me go put this over in the Instapot here. I'll be bringing it right over. All right, so here's my 6-quart. Never mind all the mess here because this is just the lid and I got to do something with those bananas. But go ahead and I have the 2 pints that are the regular yogurt in here. And then I have that 12 ounce one that is. Now, I do have an Instapot lid. Not everybody does. You can just use usually your own pan from your lid from your pan. Bring this down here. Now, what I have to do is just hit the yogurt button. Now, I'm going to be putting this on the ferment. And that is 8 hours. So I'm going to go to 12 hours. Well, you know what? I'm going to go put it on like 18 hours. I know I'm not going to need that much time. This one, you actually do have to hit the start button. And anytime after the 12 hours, I could pull this out. It depends on, if I'm sleeping or not sleeping. So I will bring you back tomorrow and show you what this yogurt's looking like. I'm really hopeful that, she says hers works really well and that she does not buy store-bought yogurt anymore. And as I was saying, that all these half and half actually cost more than the Walmart half and half that I was at yesterday. So, this way, I saved probably about 25 cents-ish on that little pint of half and half. So it's not a big savings, but savings wherever you can, because usually, you can get a nice size jar of sour cream for, like $1.99. So you want to try to spread this out as much as you can to get as much food from what you're trying to make it from. So I will bring you back tomorrow. This does not need, obviously, water in this Instapot. And if I probably wanted to, I could have put this in my June, which I actually have like a proof thing in there. But I want to use my June always for other things. I could have done that in my, I have like a Ninja crock pot that would actually go down to 100 degrees, which has a proofing feature on there. And if you guys happen to have your Excalibur, you can put that on there for like 100 degrees. And what some people do is, if you don't have any of those things that could go down to 100 degrees, is you turn on your oven for 200 degrees. Once it gets up to 200 degrees, you shut that down, you leave the light on, but you wrap these jars like in a towel to keep everything warm, and you just leave your door cracked in your oven. So I've never done it that way. I've always had the Instapot to do my yogurts, and I've not made it any other way. So this is something obviously that Natasha's actually going to be learning how to do too. And if it works for her, I think she's got an Instapot too, so it should all work. But this is all ready to go. It started the 18-hour countdown. So I will let you know tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in just a few. Hi friends, I'm back. This is actually about 8:30 the next morning. And just to let you know, and I will let Natasha also know, this is the one that I made with my yogurt that I make with the Stonefield um, uh, the yogurt before I make it into my yogurt to eat. So this does work. Now, this is both of those that are made straight with the yogurt. So I'll go ahead and bring you down here. Now, obviously, anyone who's ever made their own homemade yogurt knows that, like, right now, okay, it is, it is hard, not hard, but you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is a very nice texture type thing. So what's going to happen is, let me take a little taste of this here. Bring it back up here. Ugh. Okay, so I'm not a big sour cream fan by itself, so that's pretty good. So let me put you back down here. I'll stir up these two. Oh yeah, see, those are nice and thick too. And then what's going to happen is these will get thicker in the fridge once they've set in there for a little bit. Anybody that's made yogurt knows that. Come this time around like noon or so, this is going to be really nice and super, a lot thicker than it already is, because that's just what happens with yogurt. So I'm surprised even, honestly, on my homemade yogurt that it did the same. Let me get these these things out of here real quick. Without trying to make too much of a mess. Then, obviously, I'm going to re-clean off my lids. Because you just don't want that kind of mess and sourness up around your lid like that. So, I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised at the absolute ease to this. That was about 13 minutes shy of the 18 hours. Now, I don't think I probably had to go that long. But like I said, with my homemade yogurt, we do a minimum of at least 8 hours. It depends on when it's ready and by the time we're ready to pull it off the Instapot. I don't know how well it would go in the oven. I don't know how well it would go physically inside the Excalibur. I'm not for sure how well it would go inside the June or the Ninja thing that has the proofing. Anything that has a proofing, I'm not for sure exactly how well it would go. But I don't see any reason why it would not. So definitely, if you're up for it, like I said, I bought that little pint thing for like $2.60 at Walmart. And this, between the 3 containers, this should last us at least probably for 3 or 4 weeks, if not maybe a little bit longer. Depends on what we make with sour cream. But this is a lot cheaper, because you figure this right here, the 16 ounces is like $2.99 just at the store. So definitely try to check that out. And thank you very much, Natasha, for putting that video out. You'll see her information down below. Now, she does have the 2 channels, the one with Ollie, her monkey, and her new one that she just started. So check her out. Go find her, see if you like her content, and subscribe and like her channel too. So thank you very much, Natasha. I appreciate it, and we'll see what Mark thinks when he gets home. You have a very blessed and wonderful day.